Maryville, Tennessee is where we go first. Courtney is there. Courtney, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. Thank you so much for taking my call. It's
Sure.
an honor to speak with you.
Well, the honor's all mine. How can I help?
So I've done your career clarity guide.
Good.
And I've been able to list some talents and passions, but I am unclear on a mission.
Okay. Oh, that's fun. All right. So let me explain this to people real quick that are new to the program. Talent, passion, mission. These are the three indicators that allow you to discover the unique role that you were created to fill in the workplace. And when you fill that role, that's when you're in your sweet spot, right? And just people look at you and go, boy, Courtney was born for this. So she went through our career clarity guide at kencoleman.com, and we walked through what you do best, talent, the work you love to do most, passion, and then the results of your work that matter deeply to you, mission. And that's where she's struggling with some clarity. So let's go to the answers that we have, and it'll give us the clues. So what did you write down for your top talents, what you do best?
Okay, I am creative. I'm intuitive. I have the ability to see a lot of different perspectives. I'm really empathetic, and I've been told that I'm a good writer. But that's not something I really spend a lot of time doing. So
It's okay.
Sure, but
All right, we're just gathering clues right now. All right, what would you write down for the work that you just love to do? It's not about fame. It's not about fortune. You just love this work. It gives you the juice when you think about it. It gives you the juice when you're engaged in it.
I love working with plants. Anything nature related, really. I love anything DIY, working with my hands. I love to paint, decorate, design. I love cooking and gardening. I'm really into natural health. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just curious. Are these hobby level things that you love, or are these things that you have done professionally?
No, I haven't done them professionally. I'm actually a registered nurse by trade. Okay. But I did your role quiz, and I got the wrong role, wrong place.
Good. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Okay, so keep going. You were talking about natural health. After you were talking about all the cooking, the DIY, and plants, then you went into natural health.
Yeah.
What is that? Now we're talking about the task. So one of the things you got to focus in on this part of the quiz is when we talk about work you love to do, you're thinking about a task, a function that you get really excited. So when you say DIY, let's say that you're building a bookshelf. That's an actual task. You love the idea of constructing something or fixing something. Is that what you were talking about when you say DIY?
Yes.
And then when you talk about plants, you're actually growing something, right? You're planting, you're nurturing, you're growing, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, keep going. What do you mean by natural health? That's not a task. That's a topic, which is okay, but tell me more about that.
So I've gotten really into medicinal herbs. I got diagnosed with a chronic illness a couple of years ago, and they have been really helpful in my journey. And so I love making those herbal preparations, different tea blends and body care products, infused honeys, tinctures, things like that.
Yeah.
And it's been a creative outlet as well as, an outlet for improving my health and Okay. So
mission is all about the results of the work that matter deeply to you. So all work creates results. So we'll get to mission in a second. Based on the first two columns, talent, what you do best, and passion, the work you love to do most, what popped in your mind if I told you that you would be successful at anything you tried? Okay? And you didn't have to commit to it for the rest of your life, but you wouldn't fail based on what you've told me. What would you do if you knew failure wasn't an option?
Well, I'm afraid it's stupid, but...
See, that's the problem. I actually think you know the mission, which is why I'm leaving it alone for now. It's not stupid. I want you to say what's on your heart, not on your brain. What's on your heart?
Okay.
There we go. There it is. There's the emotion. Share it.
Well, I've had this... I'm sorry. I'm so nervous.
Don't be. You're doing great. This is what people need to hear. You're about ready to share your heart. So what is it?
I've had this idea sort of off and on for the past year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I would like to start my own herbal product line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, I have a lot of different ideas for that and products that I might, choose to make.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I would want to start small, and just kind of, quality over quantity,
Yes,
master
ma'am.
a few good things
Yes,
and put those
ma'am.
out there, and then add to them as I go along.
It's brilliant. So smart. Your head's on absolutely where it needs to be. It's absolutely perfect. Let me tell you why. I don't think you're in a situation where you have to have income. Am I right?
Right.
See, that's huge.
How did you know that?
Because of what you said. You never even entered into the equation that you needed a good paying job. It never entered into the picture, so I just knew. So here's the deal. The reason that you're emotional is not just because you're nervous. The reason you're emotional is because you're trying to confront what your head is telling you, that this is a really stupid idea, that Courtney from Maryville, Tennessee isn't good enough, doesn't have what it takes to actually create an herbal line that helps people change their life, transformational health. But your heart knows that that's actually possible because you've been able to do it for yourself. And you're a creative person. The creativity in you that loves the DIY and growing plants and nurturing plants is what is necessary for you to be able to create an herbal product line, to test some things, to do the research, to figure out what works. And oh, by the way, that little writing talent you think you won't use? I don't know. That Instagram account that I want you to start if you haven't already, and that Facebook page I want you to start if you haven't already, is going to require you to write about what you're learning about these herbs and the concoctions that you create. Am I right, Courtney?
Yes, you're so right. I couldn't figure out the common thread.
Well, that's why I'm here.
That's so stuck in my head.
Well, but that's my job, is to pull stuff out of your head.
Thank you. You're very good at that. That's why I called you.
You're very nice, but let me tell you what I care about is you went from crying to laughing. You're laughing right now. Tell people why you're laughing. Why is that the emotion that you feel right now? Tell us.
I guess I feel just relieved that I put my idea out there and it wasn't, it didn't bomb.
No,
and,
it's not going to bomb.
I feel a little justified.
Yes.
I guess.
You know what we just did? We just told your brain to shut up. That's all we did. And we allowed your heart. Yeah. Well, look, we must listen to our heart. We must get clear on what our heart is telling us. And then we allow the brain to play its role, which is logic, right? And so your brain is where it needs to be. You're going to start this on the side, maybe 1 or 2 concoctions. You're going to start on social media. You're going to help women locally. You're going to get involved in your local zip code, and you're going to begin to take the knowledge that you have, the knowledge you're going to acquire, and you're going to test these things. And then we're going to just prove that the stuff you're creating and concocting does transform lives. We know it does. It's worked for you. You are your own evidence. Am I right, Courtney?
Yes.
All right, then. So now believe. All right? And don't stop believing. Test, test, test. Grow slow and just do it. You hear me? And when you get doubt, when doubt gets up on your shoulder and says, I don't know if you can do this. I don't think you're smart enough. I don't think you have an MBA, blah, 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 blah. That's what doubt's going to say. You know what you got to do?
What? Tell it to shut up?
Tell it to shut up. And come back to this moment that we just had and let your heart inform your brain of your why. And your heart knows that this has worked for you. Your heart knows that it'll work for other women. And for you to have a business in the near future that is not just creating more windfall for you financially, but is absolutely fulfilling your mission. And you said at the start of the call, Ken, I don't know what my mission is. I don't know what the results of my work are. I think you do. So I'm going to give you a chance to let everybody see you come full circle. What are the results of your work that matter deeply to you? Say it from your heart.
I need to know that what I'm doing matters.
That's it. But let me tell you what I think it is. The results of your work that matter deeply to you are physical and emotional transformation because of healing. Am I right?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
That's it. So when we say, what are the results of your work? You must be specific. You must say, I want to create herbal, natural remedies that allow women and men to transform their health physically and emotionally due to the journey that they've been on. That's what you're looking to deliver. That's the result that makes your heart swell so big you can't stand it. Am I right?
You're completely right.
All
I
right.
don't know how I missed that.
Well, it's
so
okay.
obvious,
Don't focus on what you missed. Focus on what you know. And that's what you know. So that's your goal. You hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
All right, listen, last word, Courtney. I'm telling you right now, you will change so many lives because of this mission. Don't you dare quit. You hear me?
I won't quit. I promise.
All right, go. Go, Courtney, go.